What's crackin', movie trivia Schmoedown fans? It's your boy C-Dub. Today's been a great day. We got the episode 9 teaser, which was fan-freaking-tastic. But next up, we got the triple threat #1 Contenders match between all former champs. We got the Outlaw John Rocha. We got the Beast William Bibbiani. And big-time Ethan Erwin. This is going to be a hell of a match. It's going to probably come down to the final question. But in the end, I think it's going to be Rocha who will move on to face his team partner, Dan Merle, for the title. But I'm excited, so let's get this thing started.
This is going to be such a fun tournament for the next 15 weeks, guys. You get the ultimate Schmoedown.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to begin the 2015 Ultimate Schmoedown Championship. April 13th, the Odd Couple, Jeff Snyder and Mark Andreyko heading to Chicago.
Even though they're odd, they are capable of working together. You're a force to be reckoned with, and you can take it all the way.
Going up against Ben Bateman and Riley. Who's the boss for a shot to play for the team championship?
2019, we're getting a belt. That's the one goal I want. I can't wait to beat Bateman again.
There's no way I'm going to get nervous on that stage. I was born to compete. I was born to perform.
Can anyone beat you?
And Mr. Alex Damon, Star Wars, explained himself, puts his title on the line, and it goes down during Star Wars Celebration.
This is just what I do all day, every day. It's hard to stump me. Riley's a legend, okay? He's on Mount Rushmore, and I'm lucky enough to play with somebody with class, a true champion who's taught me a lot about this game.
And I'm going to give him a show in Chicago. You can bet on that. Buy your tickets right now.
Get your tickets now, the Schmoedownlive.com.
Just make sure you're there in person. You do not want to miss it.
Sorry. Hi! Hey, hi the kid! Hey!
Good morning, Mr.
Mr. Bibbiani.
Hey, you have to call me Mr. Bibbiani.
Okay. Mr. Beast.
Better.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
What's up, buddy?
No, I just wanted to say congrats again on the free-for-all performance, and really just every match, man. You're the best.
You're
the best.
too kind. You're too kind. And I want to congratulate you on your free-for-all performance.
Oh,
You blew everybody away.
Oh, wow.
I think you made such an impression.
Oh, well, that means,
world at large.
that means so much coming from you, man. Really, I watched you so many times, and all the time I'm watching you, man.
Thanks for making that weird.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it in like a creepy, like, stalker way. I meant it in like a normal, like, the way people watch each other.
You know, like you do.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, no, just want to say that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, I just gotta ask, what is this? You studying up this? That's going on here?
No.
Down a few cards thing?
It's entrances. Entrances.
Yes.
I do the entrances.
Yes.
Yes, got a big plan for these.
Okay, alright, okay.
It's gonna be quite the
Well, if you need me at all for, big plan for them, yeah.
noted.
Alright. Hey, I'm gonna go. Okay, yeah. This was good. This was fun. Okay, thank you.
The kid. This is a triple threat match between three legends of the game, three former champions in the form of William the Beast Bibbiani, the free-for-all MVP, Ethan Erwin, the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion, and the outlaw John Rocha, the former two-time champ. What a matchup today.
Hey, Christian, you know how to get me to a studio, and that's when you say three-way. Now, we got a bunch of dudes in here that are going to get very sweaty in the form of movie trivia, so it's a clean, family-friendly match. And you're right, the theatrics, the entrances, the know-how, the combined record of all these gentlemen, three of the current titans of the game. If you make a Mount Rushmore of the movie trivia Schmoedown, you just need one more face because these could be the other three.
It's absolutely right, and they've all faced one another one way. They've faced each other one way or another. Like if you look at Ethan Erwin and Bibbiani, they faced each other in teams and on the free-for-all last year. But William Bibbiani was the champion. John Rocha took the championship from him. And then Ethan Erwin took the championship from him. And then Dan Merle took the championship from him in New York. That's who has a championship right now. And that's who they will play. Any one of these guys, there's a story if they went into play Dan Merle. It's going to be very interesting to watch today.
Yeah, and the three-way matchup, the triple threat as you call it, is very exciting because it's a different type of strategy that's going to be involved. You better take a drink of water because you're going to be doing three intros here today, and it's going to get hot and heavy, competitive, maybe a little controversial. We have no idea what's in store. All we know is that there's going to be a lot of excitement.
Please don't say that. Okay, now we are going to go to the pre-interviews to hear from all three of our competitors. Here we go.
William the Beast Bibbiani, John the Outlaw Rocha. I am throwing Ethan Erwin into that #1 contenders match. That's right, it's going to be a three-way match.
You have to respect what's about to happen. Yourself, former Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion, William the Beast Bibbiani ran through the free-for-all, former Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion, the outlaw John Rocha, Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion. There is nothing but respect for the other two men that will be at this table.
Well, I'm back at it again. The Outlaw is here. Another triple threat match against two of the Goliaths of the Schmoedown.
So I don't know about those other guys, but my 2019 has been great. I am on a winning streak in singles. I've only had one really awesome loss against the Shire Wolves. Like it came really, really close. And there was that free-for-all in which I think I kind of proved that I have nothing left to prove anymore.
On one side, William Bibbiani. On the other, Ethan Erwin. William coming off of that free-for-all run, an incredible run, all the way to the end. Couldn't get it done. Ethan Erwin wins that title. Couldn't defend it.
It took Merle having to play a perfect game Okay? It wasn't a miss a question. It was a perfect game to beat Big Time. What's on his mind is going back to that big dance, and that big dance has Dan Murrell at the helm.
Bibbs, I already took care of you once. Took that belt right off you. Ethan, I owe you for that loss. I got revenge in my eyes. I got a drive in my heart.
I won the championship. Rocha took it from me. Ethan took it from Rocha. And now we all get to play each other. And let me tell you something. I'll bet that really scares the hell out of Ethan and Rocha. But not me. I want a Contenders match at Free for All 3. You know what? I could get right back into a Contenders match tomorrow if I want. I'm feeling no pain. I got no problems whatsoever. I just want to take down Dan because you know what? Out of all those guys, I'm the only person who has never lost a championship match to Dan Murrell.
I held that belt for just a little over a month, and I tell you what, it was a great feeling, and to lose it sucked. And so I am coming back for that belt today. And let me tell you something. I have had some great opponents, but I have never in my life had a three-way like this. And I am a movie producer. I've been around the world. I've seen the London Bridge. I have seen the Eiffel Tower. I have seen the Golden Gate. I've been to a Hawaiian spit roast. But I have never been sandwiched like this, and I am stoked.
This is a different three-way. You're talking about those three ways. This is something completely different.
You know, everyone's been asking me if this is the last run for me in singles. The truth is, I don't know. I just focus on the belt. But I can feel that sunset calling me. I can feel that my time might be up in the Schmoedown. But you never know with the Outlaw. You never know.
Let's just have a really good match out there. Let's kick each other's butts all the way across the stage, and then let me fight Dan, because I think everyone wants to see that for realsies this time, don't you?
So John Rocha, William Bibbiani, you guys are great competitors, but you're about to be two great losers at the end of the day. And there's only two. You know what? You did this better last time. You do it.
Nothing, and deal with it, damn it!
Heated, they're ready. There's a lot of respect between the three of them. We know that John really wants to take this from Ethan because it really sticks to the fact that he lost to Ethan. He didn't like his performance in that one. I spoke to him after the Spectacular. He's bested Bibbiani, so I know Bibbiani wants to take out Rocha. There's so much here, and because Ethan is the favorite going into this thing. He just last year winds up going 7-1 last year, takes the championship, Rookie of the Year, Player of the Year, Singles Player of the Year. There's just so many accomplishments already in his young career.
Yeah, the X Factor here could be Jay Washington as his manager,
right,
because he's got somebody in his corner to keep him calm, as if Ethan needed somebody to keep him more calm. Ethan's pulse, I guarantee you, he's like Van Damme in Time Cop, when you'd have to wake him up to make sure that he's ready for the mission, whereas Bibbiani and Rocha, like Time Cop, if they fart, they're going to get ahead of the pod.
Well, we're going to find out. There's so much going on. I mean, look, we're in May here, and John Rocha is going to Houston to play with Dan Murrell against Double Toasted in Houston at the Booker T Arena. Tickets still available. But also, think about that. If John Rocha, it's got to be in his mind. If he pulls it off today, he's got to go up against his teammate. If William Bibbiani plays, against Murrell, he gets to go up against the guy that took him out of the free-for-all to being number one all the way to the end. If Ethan plays against Murrell, we get that rubber match. So there's so much on the table right now. I'm pumped. I'm ready to go.
I am ready to go. Christian, why don't you do the thing?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown!
Good crowd here today. Throaty.
Introducing first, representing critically acclaimed, with a record of 6 wins, 5 defeats, and 3 knockouts. He is the number 3 ranked contender and the free-for-all MVP, William the Beast Bibbiani!
Perhaps a dinette set A legend in his own time.
And his opponent, representing the Five Horsemen, with a record of 12 wins, 7 defeats, and 3 knockouts. He is the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown team champion and the former two-time Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, the number 2 contender, John the Outlaw Rocha.
But you know, Outlaw Nation is at full mast here for this match today.
John's standing too. Let's dance, people. Let's dance. Oh, John did this against Bibbiani when he won the title, so now he's standing.
Next up, he's got to blindfold Ethan.
And their opponent.
It's a three-way, John.
Representing the Time Machine, with a record of 7 wins, 2 defeats, and 3 knockouts. Led to the ring by his manager, the Erwin Gladiator, Jay Washington, the number 1 ranked contender, Ethan Big Time Erwin. And Jay, where's Big Time?
Hey guys.
Haven't seen him since the
They love him here, and Jay Washington very cordial. Ethan will be sitting.
Ethan wants to sit.
No, he's a rebel. This is no. No, I can't do it.
Ethan wants to sit.
Maybe
He's
a
a
rebel,
producer.
but
He's
he's
not
no
moving. All right. Our competitors have taken the table, and Mark, it is time to read the rules. Here we go.
In round number 1, whether a competitor is sitting or standing, it works the same way. You are going to hear 8 different questions from 8 different corners of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Galaxy. Each question is worth 1 point. There is no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing available in round number 1. You're going to hear a question asked to the field. Please write down your best attempt at an answer on the whiteboard we have so kindly provided in front of you. Once we ask you by name to reveal your answer, please show your whiteboard to the cameras. At the same time, you verbalize your answer into the microphone. It is a triple threat match, but each competitor will have 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the 3-round match. You also each have 1 challenge. God willing, it does not get used.
All right, so with that, I will start with Ethan Erwin. Are you ready?
Always be closing.
Bibbiani.
Team coffee table.
And John Rocha.
Always ready. Let's do this.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown! All right, here we go. Here we go.
Right?
Guys, first question. We'll make sure to call William and not the Beast in this match.
Thank you.
Here we go. First question in the realm of action-adventure. John Travolta and Jonathan Rhys-Meyers played mismatched spies in which 2010 action thriller?
Ooh. I want to... Yeah. We get
5, 4,
We get to have a fond
From
reminiscence.
Paris
Jay,
with
give the answer
love.
to this.
2, 1, pens down. Ethan.
From Paris with love.
Correct. Bibbiani.
From Paris with love.
Yes, and Rocha.
To Paris with love.
It's
It's the reply. The sequel, however. Actually, that would be an awesome name if that movie had been successful.
One of the all-time dumb fun movies to watch from Paris with Love. Next question comes from the world of directors. Keep in mind, I know we're going to the next question. You don't have to say it.
Are you sure? Well, you're new to this.
Next question. Next question in the world of directors. Who directed the film The Grand Budapest Hotel? Nicest hotel you've ever stayed at?
You know, there was one in 5, 4, 3.
It was Ojai, wasn't it?
2, 1.
When you
Pens
took the
down.
family.
Bibbiani.
Wes Anderson.
Yes, Rocha.
Wes Anderson.
Ethan.
Wes Anderson.
There you go. So 2, 2, 1. Broken down by 1. Question 3. Dramas. Dramas. Which Tom Cruise movie depicts a young Irish couple struggling to become landowners after immigrating to the U.S.?
Stayed at a Four Seasons one time in Boston. Holy, they have a Steinway and
Far,
Sons
far
in the
away.
lobby that you can play.
3, that
You
sounds
can- you
nice.
can play.
2, 1. Rocha.
Far and Away.
Yes. Ethan.
Far and Away.
And Bibbiani.
It concludes with a great homage to Cimarron, Far and Away.
Yes. Okay. Next question.
You dropped a fact on the floor there, William.
I'm a film critic.
Romantic comedies. Rom-coms is your next category. The question is, which 2002 romantic comedy stars Jennifer Lopez and Ralph Fiennes?
Ray Fiennes.
Okay.
Why do we all know this so fast?
Made in Manhattan.
I've
5,
been corrected.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Ethan.
Made in Manhattan.
Yes. Bibbiani.
Made in Manhattan.
And Rocha.
That great Latino classic made in Manhattan.
Yes, it is. 4, 4, 3. Next question. Here we go. Fantasy/sci-fi. Which Oscar-winning actress plays the character Mrs. Coulter in The Golden Compass?
I have a theory.
What's that?
So, like, she's a maid that works in Manhattan,
Right.
but I have a feeling she's also going to get made in Manhattan. You get it?
Yeah, it's
like
good. Should be a producer. 5.
Yeah.
Meryl
I hear this guy.
Streep.
4, 3. Never. 2, 1. Pens down. Bibbiani.
Nicole Kidman?
Yes. John Rocha.
Nicole Kidman.
And Ethan.
Nicole Kidman.
There we go. Ethan and Vince have not missed. Rocha's only down by 1. Only
This
down
is
by
the
1.
triple threat that we expected,
It is,
given
so far.
the talent on the table. Your next category is in the world of comedies. Your question is, which film based on a Saturday Night Live character stars Tim Meadows, Billy D. Williams, and John Witherspoon? You know, speaking of comedy, Rocha gets down there to Houston. He might be doing a set at the Joke Joint May 17th.
5. No laughing matter right now. 4, 3, 2, 1.
I feel like I know this movie. I can't remember the title.
Pens down, please. And Rocha.
The Ladies' Man.
Yes, it is. Ethan.
The Ladies' Man.
And Bibbiani.
Ladies' Man.
Didn't have the it, is it?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Do you challenge that? Or no?
No.
Okay.
If anybody has a question, the ruling
If I had put Paris with Love, would that have counted over to and from?
No, because that's not an article.
Who's asking you? Okay.
Yeah. The ruling with articles at the beginning of a movie is if it is a 2-word film, like The Thing, you need to have the and thing. But if it's any longer than that, then you can simply have Ladies' Man or The Ladies' Man. It is Fielder's choice.
Understood.
Okay. All right. So here we go. Next question. Next question.
All right, you.
Horror/thriller. Which classic silent film involves a vampire named Count Orlok?
All right, trivia question for you. What was the silent film that won the Oscar in like 2010?
I'm getting nightmares when you bring up silent film. I don't want to hear about it. 5, 4.
I thought you liked it.
3, 2.
Oh, is this an
1.
inside joke?
Yes. Pens down, please. And Ethan.
Nosferatu.
Yes. Bibbiani.
Nosferatu.
Rocha.
Nosferatu.
Yes.
Incorrect ruling for the Nosferatu.
776.
From Nosferatu?
Next
It's actually
question here.
Nosferatu.
All right,
Symphony
so-
der Grauen, but okay.
We are looking at the possibility, Christian, of 2 perfect round ones. Rocha just a point away from it, but Erwin and Bibbiani still in the mix. If they get this next question right, they will be asked a bonus question that them and them alone will be writing down the potential answer to. But that's only if they get this next question right. It is a Patreon question, and the following question comes courtesy of Michael Campbell. Give him a big round of applause. Big supporter of Schmoedown. Michael Campbell. Mike Campbell currently on tour with Fleetwood Mac, I believe, replacing Lindsey Buckingham. Thank you, Michael, for supporting the show. This is in the category of animation. Movies drawn by hand or on a computer. And your question is, a young boy and his sister struggle to survive in war-torn Japan in this acclaimed Studio Ghibli film. Ghibli? Ghibli.
Bibbiani knows it. Shit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, and Bibbiani.
That would be the heartbreaking grave of the Fireflies.
That is correct. One round for Bibbs. Rocha.
Pointer?
Rocha.
Princess Mononoke.
No, and Ethan.
Nope.
Didn't have it, so only Bibbs. Only Bibbs. Very interesting. The free-for-all, just me doing what he did at the free-for-all. And here we go. Bibbs, this is just for you. You do not have to write it down. Here's your bonus question. In the film Tootsie, who plays the role of George Fields, who is Michael's agent?
Sidney Pollack.
One more point for Bibbs. Bibbs goes up now, 9-7-6. What a round for Bibbiani, doing what he does well in that first round.
He's just continuing his momentum from previous matches. Christian, I would love to see Frankie Stats look this up. Frankie Numbers, Frank Janish from the Schmoedown Rundown. I want to know what Bibbiani's per round average is when he's sitting versus when he's standing. Because this guy shifts into another gear when he's standing up and not encumbered by some sort of chair.
No, it's pretty gnarly. All right, so now we get to round number 2, Mark. The rules are pretty much the same for the triple threat, but please explain.
It's the same. For the most part, it is still known as the wheel round, the wheel of fate, doom, and justice. Each competitor gets a spin at that dart wheel. If you don't like the category you spin, unless it's opponent's choice, you are awarded a mulligan, which is golf for do-over. Once you settle on your category, you're going to be asked 4 questions from said category. Each question is worth 2 points. There's no penalty for missing a question. If you're not sure of the answer, ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which we promise is correct. Keep in mind there is stealing, and the way that a steal works in a triple threat match is that if the competitor who is first asked the question does not know it, the steal will then be thrown to the field where the competitors will have to write down their attempted answer on a whiteboard, and then when we ask you by name, it works like round number 1. You show us at the same time you verbalize your answer into the microphone.
The wheel for today's match is sponsored by our Schmoedown patron, Jake Burton, on patreon.com/Schmoedown. The sponsored wheel slices for today's match are Mixed Bag and 90s. Thank you, Jake. All right, so here's how this works. Bibbiani, you have 9 points here. Now you can defer to Ethan if you like, who then, if he wants to, can defer to John. What would you like to do?
I would like to defer to Ethan.
All right, Ethan.
What's he going to do?
I will go.
You're going to go.
All right, Ethan's going to go. All right.
It's not. I mean, when you're in a triple threat match, sometimes you want to get your segment out of the way, and then you can just sit back and cherry pick some steering. That is a very strong spin by Ethan.
Now, you know that Rocha and Bibbiani, for the first time in a long time, might want to team up here if it hits opponent's choice.
That's the thing, is that competitors become allies, if only for a
second. And they haven't seen these two team up in a long time.
Is it going to be Jodie Foster making her debut? No.
90s films. 90s. You're going to do it. All right, Ethan has been the king of the second round.
Alive then.
All right, here you go, Ethan. 90s movies. You get 4 questions. The 90s. Bibbiani and Rocha, please be prepared with your boards, guys. Be prepared with your boards. Here comes the first question. 4 questions. Ethan, who played the character of Bob Cratchit in The Muppet Christmas Carol?
Michael Caine.
Is incorrect. Gentlemen, for the steal.
For the steal, please write down your best attempt at an answer.
15 seconds.
15 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pence down. Rocha for the steal.
I don't know. Steve Martin.
And Bibbiani.
Kermit the
That's
Frog.
correct. Bibbiani, 2 points.
It's the Muppet Christmas Carol.
Big.
I think Kermit is not a who, he's an it, but it's okay.
Hey, that's a fair challenge.
Do you want to challenge it?
Yeah, challenge. Why not?
So you're challenging that he's not a who, he's an it.
Yes, he's not a person. A who is a person.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
All right, that's the challenge on the
That's fine. May I counter on you?
No, you cannot. Challenge on the
Play the
board.
game.
Challenge on the board. All right.
That's a good challenge. That should be reversed.
After consulting with the judges, it has been determined that Kermit the Frog, the beloved character from pop culture, is in fact a who, and the question will stand as ruled. Ethan's challenge has been overruled.
Wait, does that mean you're also a person?
He was credited in the movie Kermit the Frog as Bob Cratchit.
In the same way that Chewbacca, you feel like maybe isn't it, but it's also a person. You could say who for a number of different characters throughout movie history, although they are not actual human beings. Kermit the Frog still counts. Just for fun, we also would have accepted the name of the voice actor who accepted the role of Kermit the Frog, who played, of course, Bob Cratchit. All right, here we go. Goddamn Muppet.
All right, Ethan. Question number 2. All right. In what movie does Christian Slater play a teenage pirate radio DJ?
Pump up the volume.
Correct for 2 points.
All-time great hair, Christian Slater.
All right, question number 3. Question number 3. In Hot Shots Part 2, who plays President Thomas Tug Benson?
Lloyd Bridges.
Yes. Nice.
One of the all-time great comedy performances in those 2 movies.
All right, here we go. Last question here. In the 1992 Steve Martin comedy Leap of Faith, who plays Will Braverman, a sheriff who tries to prevent the townspeople from being conned?
Liam Neeson.
Correct.
Damn!
All right.
He rebounded nicely from that challenge, Christian.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Okay, so now, Bibbs, it goes back to you unless you want to defer to Rocha.
I will defer to Rocha.
Okay, so now Rocha will spin.
Here comes the Outlaw, trailing by 7.
He needs something big. He needs something big. He can't fall behind. He's got to have a nice round here.
But Erwin, Christian, when you're talking about competitors of this caliber, Erwin did give him an opening, missing that Bob Cratchit
He
Kermit
did.
the Frog
He
question.
did for sure. But Bibbs, unfortunately for Rocha, stole that. But he's got to stop
is
here.
looming near.
Could be good for him. Could be good.
He likes sports movies.
Now this was what he did against Ethan. He had sports. It didn't work out his way.
familiar.
Sports movies. Let's do this.
All right, John Rocha, you have spun the category of sports, and the host of Sports Talk will hear 4 questions. And your first question is, please stay near the microphone, sir. What is Ivan Drago's son's name in Creed 2?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Anatoly, B, Vladimir, C, Victor, or D, Boris?
Victor?
Give him a point. Give him a point. All right, Rocha, your next question of the slate of 4. In the 2005 version of The Longest Yard, who plays Adam Sandler's
Chris
newfound
Rock.
friend, Caretaker?
Chris Rock.
Burt Reynolds.
That is incorrect for a 2-point steal. We need both competitors to write down
Chris
your
Rock.
best attempt at an answer. You have 15 seconds. Well, you have 15. Probably got about 8 now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Ethan?
I didn't have it. I said Damon Wayans.
Bibbiani?
I didn't have it. I said Billy Connolly.
For Chris Rock. Chris Rock.
Didn't see it.
Is the answer. All right, your next question, Rocha. What actor portrayed Ricky Bobby's father in 2006's Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby?
Gary Cole.
For 2 points.
All right, Rocha, back on the answer train. He can pull within even of Bibbs and within 2 points of Ethan if he gets his last question in the world of sports correct. That query is, what sports film stars Omar Epps,
Love and
Sanaa Lathan,
basketball.
Dennis Haysbert, and Alfred Woodard? 5.
Damn it.
Love and
4.
basketball.
Multiple choice. Damn it.
Multiple choice options are, is it A, Coach Carter, B, Street Ballers, C, Love and Basketball, or D, Friday Night Lights? Well, he's on his knees.
Love and basketball?
Give him a point.
All right, so now
Navigating his way around that category, Christian, but it's not the result he quite wanted from something that he feels pretty strongly
he
about.
still finds himself down both. He's down 1, but Bibbs, who has not spun yet, and down by 3, Erwin, who has completed his round. But now Bibbiani is up. Bibbiani could do something really big here should he hit something that is his strength, but opponent's choice is always on that wheel, Mark.
Here he comes, Bibbiani.
Good spin by the piece.
Good, that was good form.
I like that.
He held the follow-through.
His attitude by Bibbiani seems to really be helping him out, though, too. It just seems a lot more relaxed these days.
Well, it's the stand. It's like at the office now. You have all these people with the standing desks.
Oh, it's going past it.
And this could be disaster
Disaster
movies.
films. Disaster films.
Disaster films is Bibbiani.
He's
He's
gonna
going
try again.
Look at that
Away
form.
for disaster.
That is what you want to copy. That form in Fred McGriff's baseball DVD. I like the relaxed nature of William Bibbiani. I think that he's taken a lot of momentum from his performance at the free-for-all.
He absolutely is. There's no doubt about that.
The MVP of spinning form as well. But Christian, this is coming back. This could be opponent's choice.
Opponent's choice it is, Mark. Now Ethan and Rocha are going to team up. An unlikely team up here.
Look at this.
An unlikely team up here.
Spun away from disaster movies. movies, and he spun into an actual disaster.
What are they going to do here? What can they give him that they think it's going to be? Because sports movies is now off. That's the one that probably they would have gone with, but that's off the table.
And
That's
that
why I had
was a
them first.
strength of Rocha.
Smart.
And now Ethan may be talking with Rocha about what he thinks his strength is, because, again, there could be some jocularity going on between the competitors as what they think they could steal the best.
All right, we got to get an answer for you guys here. We got to give you a 5 count. You've got to choose it, or we're going to choose for you. Ready? All right, here we go. And they're going to go to disaster.
The category that William Bibbiani spun away from. That's a great call.
Very interesting. Okay. Well,
It's tough. Bibbs knows so much.
disaster films.
Very kind of you, John.
Disaster films. All right, here we go, guys. William, you're going to get 4 questions here in the realm of disaster films. Here's your first one. In the film 2012, who played geologist Adrian Helmsley, chief science advisor to the president?
Is that,
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
That is correct.
Wow. Somebody has seen that film all the time.
All right, here you go. Next one. In the 90s disaster film Volcano, which MCU star plays Tommy Lee Jones' associate Emmett Reese?
Don Cheadle.
2 more points.
Why did you not do
Disaster seems to be backfiring for Rocha and Erwin so far. William Bibbiani in sole possession of first place.
Naomi Watts and Ewan McGregor star together in which disaster film?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, The Impossible?
Yes.
Okay, that's correct.
Not allowing you, the dear question reader, to get any more options out.
This is your last one here, William. Damn. Which 1950s disaster film stars John Wayne as a pilot on a dying plane?
Ooh. Multiple choice.
Is it A, When Worlds Collide, B, 0 Hour, C, A Night to Remember, D, The High and the Mighty?
The High and the Mighty.
For 1 point. Bibbiani
was already writing down the answer.
Fate seems to be on his side right now, Mark. He went to multiple choice here twice, which helped them a little bit, but Rocha finds himself down 7 points to Bibbiani, 3 down to Erwin as we get into the 3rd round. But man, he is down 7 points to Bibbs. This is a big thing. Bibbiani could finally have his revenge.
Yeah, and Bibbiani's starting to get like that NBA jam. He's feeling it from downtown because it just doesn't seem like you can throw a question or a category by William Bibbiani with him getting a lot of points out of it. As we move into round number 3 in our triple threat match, it works very similar to a normal 2-person operation where we are going to go around the table, starting with William Bibbiani, and then going to Ethan, and then going to John Rocha. We need 3 numbers. These numbers can range from 1 to 20. Each number corresponds to a different movie trivia category in the Schmoedown. Your first question is worth 2 points. Your next question is worth 3 points, and your last question is going to be worth 5 points. Competitors, there is no stealing, and there is no penalty for missing a question in round number 3. William Bibbiani, you took a lemon and you made it into some delicious lemonade in the form of disaster movies. 17 points is your current total. You lead by 4 of Ethan, and you lead 7 over Rocha. What 3 numbers would you like to have in round number 3?
I will take 17, 13, and 10.
17, 13, and 10 for Bibbiani. We are now going to go to Ethan.
I'll take 1, 9, and 7.
1, 9, and 7 for Big Time, and the Outlaw.
8,
8,
2,
2,
and 9.
Can't have 9, 9. Ethan's
Sorry,
9.
I took 9. 12.
12 is available. Okay. So we will start with Rocha, who needs to get at least his 2.
I need to get them all. Let's be real.
Well, no, you just got to tie Erwin. All right, let's start here with John Rocha.
I'm trying to stay alive.
Who has number 8? Number 8 for John Rocha.
Sports movies. Oh, great.
You got it?
Yeah. All right, John, you selected number 8 for your 2-point question, and that corresponds up here. It's not sports movies, it's actually directors.
Oh.
Directors. Robert Butler III's. And your question, John, for 2 points. Who directed the 2011 sci-fi thriller Source Code?
Duncan Jones.
2 points.
There you go. Okay. Stay with John here.
Good film. I love that movie.
Stay with John, and he now has category number 2. He's got category number 2.
His 3 point. That was maybe the longest breath he's ever uttered into a microphone, which is a record around the world. You selected Cameron Diaz for your 3-point category.
Nice lady.
Very nice lady indeed. She's probably watching. Hi, Miss Diaz. Your question is, in the film Being John Malkovich, who plays Maxine Lund, Schwartz's co-worker, who Cameron Diaz's Lottie eventually falls in love with?
John Cusack?
Catherine Keener.
3 points for the outlaw.
Now we go to Ethan. Ethan needs to hit his 2 or his 3, but he... All right, here we go. So next, Ethan chose number 1. Ethan chose number 1. All right, Ethan, your first question, your 2-pointer. Musicals. All right, here we go. In Mamma Mia, here we go again.
Cher.
What famous recording artist plays Sophie's grandmother, Ruby? Cher. 2 points. All right. And now, mighty quick, but now in order to force Rocha to answer his 5, Ethan needs to hit this one here. Okay. All right, and Ethan, you chose category number 9. Category number 9. Famous actors and actresses. Okay. Here we go. Ethan, name the film that co-starred Robin Williams and Robert De Niro, which saw De Niro as a man unable to speak, who begins speaking after he is given a special new drug.
Awakenings.
For 3 points. All right, so now we get to Rocha here.
That's right. John Rocha now has to answer his 5-point question to stay in the match. And if he gets this right, Christian, it would give him a 2-point advantage over Ethan currently and a 3-point advantage over Bibbs, who has yet to be asked a question. Number 12 comes from the world of Christian Harloff's selfie partner, Julia Roberts.
Right. Oh, no. Well, it's been great playing you, gentlemen. I'm not a Julia Roberts fan, so this is not going to go well.
Your question from the wild, wonderful world of Miss Roberts. For 5 points, stay in the match and on the stage with the 2 cohorts in Steel Magnolias. What disorder does Julia Roberts' Shelby suffer from?
Oh, crap. I know it's a
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question, please.
I can do that. In Steel Magnolias, what disorder does Julia Roberts' Shelby suffer from?
John has 2 of those left.
I have never seen so many
Claustrophobia?
positions of competitors.
That's the standing.
Claustrophobia.
4, 3, 2.
Repeat, please.
Second one.
In Steel Magnolias, what disorder does Julia Roberts' Shelby suffer from?
Disorder's not disease.
5,
Claustrophobia.
4, 3, 2.
I really don't know. Leukemia?
And with that, John Rocha has been eliminated.
Diabetes.
Diabetes.
Looking for diabetes.
John Rocha has been eliminated from the triple threat. So now Ethan Erwin and Bibbs are going head-to-head. Ethan only has his 5 left. Bibbs has 3 of his questions left here. He's in a good position here. All right, we start with Bibbiani for his 2-pointer to bounce to Ethan to force him on his 5. And that would be in the category 17. Category 17, that would be in the category of Pixar films.
Wait a minute. Isn't it go to him?
No, you have 17.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at the scores wrong. My apologies.
It's okay. Pixar
Pixar?
movies.
Okay.
Pixar movies. All right, here we go. Bibbiani?
Yeah.
Pixar. What storybook character has the affection of Woody in Toy Story?
Bo Peep?
Bo Peep.
That's correct.
Bo Peep. Yeah.
All right, so now Ethan Erwin has to hit his 5. If he hits it, then Bibbs will have 2 more questions. However, if he misses it, Bibbiani will challenge Dan Murrell for the championship. All right, so Ethan Erwin, his category was number 7, Mark. Number 7.
He is Ethan doing Ethan things, and an Ethan thing to do here would be getting a 5-point answer in the form of a question about comedy. These are comedies. I do not do the ha-ha for round 3 because it's way too serious.
Great. Now you made us do it.
All right, Ethan, your question for 5 points to stay in the match and to get a 4-point advantage over William Bibbiani. In the movie Monty Python and the Holy Grail, What instrument is used to destroy the killer rabbit of Kerbanog?
The holy hand grenade.
Yes.
Yes, it is. All right. Ethan does it. So Ethan's tapped out right now. So now it's forcing Bibbiani here. Bibbiani.
You didn't have to, but yeah, okay, fine.
All right. Holy hand grenade from
So
Antioch.
Bibbs can burn a question here if he wants to. He doesn't have to hit his 3.
Bibbs can kick back and relax in this question, but he doesn't have a chair.
No, but he also has a chance to break the singles record should he hit both of these here. So let's go Bibbiani number.
No, it's a 3-rounder.
Number 13. Number 13. Here we go. All right. Bibbs, movie quotes. Here is the question. In which classic film will you hear the quote, "Listen to them, children of the night, what music they make"?
Dracula.
Yes. Okay. So we are down to the final question.
This is how we like it.
It is the 5-pointer. It is the 5-pointer. If Bibbiani hits it, he faces Dan Murrell for the championship. However, if he misses, Erwin Murrell 3 will happen. Here we go. All right. In the realm of Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Name 2 of the 3 actors who portray the classic Three Musketeers characters in 1998's The Man in the Iron Mask.
Jeremy Irons and Gerard Depardieu.
And your winner!
Record 27 points. Ethan Rocha putting up a good fight, but no match today for William Bibbiani on a all-time legendary roll.
He's playing on the run we thought he would when he entered the league in 2016. This is the Bibbiani, the comfortable Bibbiani. This is the Bibbiani that everyone said, oh, this guy's going to be tough to beat. Well, you look at that performance, you look at the free-for-all, Mark, this guy's tough to beat.
That's right, and when you watch the beginning of this match, he was just a fan, plucked from obscurity, who happened to show up to the right Price is Right taping, and now all of a sudden, he's going to be going up against Dan Murrell for the championship. Now, as far as Murrell going up against Bibbiani, what is Murrell's mindset when he's probably watching this matchup?
Well, I'll tell you, he sat next to Bibbiani for over 13 rounds in the free-for-all, and they went head-to-head for a lot of it, and Bibbiani bested Murrell for quite a few of them, right? So this is also going to be maybe a little bit of revenge here, too, because
Murrell ended up winning.
Well, yeah, that's absolutely part of it now because Rocha, his fallen horseman, now is not in this thing anymore, and now he can maybe avenge Rocha if he has to. But also remember the magic card here is that Bibbiani has a #1 contender in his pocket for anything. So he's just won this, he doesn't need it for this, right? So will he use it for teams? We don't know. The other thing is Murrell also has a championship match. So it is going to be a lot of drama, and the match happens in just a few weeks. Just a few weeks between these two, we're going to see Bibbiani and Murrell. They're going to clash, and they've been talking about this match for a long time, and we finally get it.
It's going to be pretty exciting, and right now we're going to have a post-game interview with every competitor, the winner, and your 2 fallen competitors, right now with the one, the only, Miss Jen Sturger.
Thanks, guys. I'm back with Ethan, Big Time Erwin, and his manager, Jay Washington. A very svelte-looking Jay Washington, by the way, sir.
Good.
Thank you. I'm working my ass off of this. I appreciate it. These are size 40s. Haven't worn a size 40 in God knows how long, so I'm proud of that. My size is slimming, too.
38, here we come.
38.
I tried on the 38, and it fit perfectly. Look at God. Look at God.
Oh,
yeah.
Love it. Ethan, I know you really wanted redemption out there today.
I did, and look, in a way I feel like I got it simply because I took him right down to the end of the final question, and yeah, look, and it all came down to that opponent's choice spin. Had we not gotten that, had we given him something else, it made sense at the time, something he'd spun away from, obviously a perceived weakness on his part. Clearly not the case, but it's good to learn for the next time. But either way, it was a great time. Really enjoyed it. Really, I love playing against both those guys. It was a ton of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's be real. Your focus now, I guess, is going to be shifting to the time machine, right?
Absolutely. I mean, there's no reason for Ethan to hold his head down, played a great game.
Absolutely
like he
not.
said, down to the wire. Janine just came off an amazing victory over Stacy. So why not focus both of these great competitors into the way of the team titles? Now, I understand there's a lot of other teams in the way. I get it. And no disrespect to who's the boss and founding fathers and who else is it that counts, but those are the only ones. So no respect to those two, but when we're coming for the Shire Wolves, that's the goal, that's the focus. And if we got to run through those two, we'll just run through them.
Yeah, Ethan, how are you feeling about playing with Janine?
Really great. I think Janine is incredible. I've been excited for a while since Christian said that we were pairing up. She's super smart, she knows her stuff, and I feel like we complement each other incredibly well.
Whew, well, Jay, I mean, I'm sure you've got everything figured out on your end, so...
Everything isn't completely figured out. The figuring out part comes to how to beat everybody to get to the Shire Wolves. That's where the figuring out comes. That's where the planning comes. That's where the figuring out which match do they need to be in. Because Emma said they have a match. They have a match. She's never said who their opponents are. So it's
You're still waiting on that.
We're still waiting on that. So we need that to happen, and we'll figure out where we go from next.
Anyone you're looking at in particular?
Let's just start easy and just whoop on some people. Let's do Inky and the Brain real quick, knock them out the way. Maybe Corruption. You know, maybe, yeah.
Corruption.
Maybe Mike and Chance, since Chance wants to still wear that dusty leather jacket. You know, Stacy's been beat. You know, Corruption can be beat. They're not perfect. They're no time machine. So
What
maybe
about Stacy, maybe, and her new opponent?
Stacy's been beat, and Stacy's new opponent. Look, it hurts me to say this. We don't even know her opponent, but
Her
if
teammate, yeah.
her teammate. I mean, excuse me. But if she plays with a new teammate the way she played against Janine, that is no worry at all.
Oof. Never at loss for words with you, sir.
Not at all.
Well, Rocha, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah, it's the game.
Oh, that was tough to watch.
Oh, well, you know, listen, I earned my shot at those guys. They're two of the titans of the game right now. What can you say? Ethan beat a murderer's row last year to win that belt. Couldn't get it done against Dan in the live event, but he brought his game today. And Bibbs has been on a run. You know, this is his year. You know, last year was my year. I won the belt. This feels like it's Bibbs' year to at least challenge for the belt. Not giving him the victory over my horseman mate, Dan Murrow, but, you know, he played a hell of a game. Nothing I could have done there. 23, 27, 15. Those are, you know, what can you do?
Yeah, and win or lose, you're so passionate about this game. It's so fun to watch. They were having trouble just keeping you in frame in the control room because you're just so animated, and you can tell you just love this game so much.
Yeah, I got to play my way. I don't play for anybody else, in frame, out of frame. I got to play my way, and that's where I was today.
How'd
That's how it
standing
goes.
feel out there?
Standing felt nice. I actually kind of like it. Bibbs might have stumbled onto something, and I kind of like it. So maybe they'll do a still standing 2 shirt for me. But either way, great match. Couldn't get it done today. No shame. I didn't miss anything that I knew, so there's no shame in that way. And even if I'd gotten those points, still wouldn't have been enough to beat Bibbs. He's on a run.
And now, with this out of the way, obviously the focus is back on teams.
Yeah,
You know, you
yeah.
guys are going to be playing Double Toasted in Houston. How are you feeling about that coming
I'm
up?
excited for that. Double Toast has been talking their mess. I didn't know those guys could speak those words in that way. I'm a little offended, but, you know, we're going to come see them in their hometown. We're coming to their hometown to handle business. You know, my dad once said the best way to whoop that ass is whoop that ass in front of their family. So I'm going to whoop that ass in front of their family. In Houston, Dan's riding with me, shotgun. We're going to have a good time against Double Toasted. Maybe send them back home Triple Toasted or Quadruple Toasted. I don't know. Maybe we'll take over their podcast. Who knows? But either way, we're coming and we're going to have fun, and that's my focus. I've been a 2-time singles champion. Be nice to be a 2-time tag champion as well. So we'll see. Not overlooking them, but we definitely are excited to go face them.
I love where your head's at. Good luck in Houston, man.
Thank you, Jen.
And we're back with William the Beast, Bibbiani, Bibbs. You won.
I'm so glad they chose me from that audience. There's so many people there. I put my name in that hat, and oh man, it all worked out. It's great. It's great. Thank you so much.
Oh, well, congratulations. I know that this is like your moment. When we were standing on the stage together at Free For All, like, it felt like everything was kind of coming together for you.
Well, I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but I do seem to be on a bit of a roll, and I want to enjoy that while I can. It's been really nice.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt, but...
Oh, hi, the kid.
Hey, I just wanted to come in and say that was so awesome out there, man. I was rooting you on, and you really deserved it after the free-for-all and everything. And
Well, you were great at the free-for-all, too, man. Thank you so much.
man. Well, you've always been very supportive of me, even after back to my first match, so I really appreciate it, man.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that.
Well, I'll go now, so... Yeah,
Okay.
all right, I'll let you finish up.
Thank you so much.
At least he talked into the mic today.
That's great, yeah. Wonder if that'll be important later. Anyway, what were you talking about?
Oh, yeah. So now, Merle, you guys have never actually faced each other except for at free-for-all, being on the stage
We were
together.
at the first free-for-all briefly, and then we were on the third free-for-all forever, and it was like being in the trenches, and we were all just like collapsing in each other's arms. And he was so sweet. Like when he won, he actually like apologized to me. He was just like, this was such a good match. So he's really cool, and I really respect the hell out of him. And I think he is one of the, if not the, at least one of the top 2 competitors we've ever had in the league. And I've been wanting to play him since I started playing, and I am thrilled and I'm honored that I get that opportunity now. And I want to tell Dan right now, Dan, there we go. Hi. Dan Merle.
Been there the whole time.
Hi, Dan. Hi, Dan. See you soon.
That's it.
Growl.
No trash talk.
You, sir, are very nice, and I respect you. And if you beat me, I would understand, but I hope you don't, because I think I'm pretty good, and I think I got a chance, and growl. Have a nice day.
Growl.
Ethan played incredibly, and he talked about it too. And what the main focus there for both of them, interestingly enough, is that Jay started talking about the time machine. Him, Janine, and Ethan taking that shot in the teams. And that was the same narrative, really, of what John Rocha was talking about. He understood it, he got it, he gave a lot of credit to both competitors, and he's really focused on Houston and focused on winning those team championships again to become the first ever two-time champ, right? But Bibbiani, it was very nice to see.
That's the thing. Yeah. Is that we can talk about potentialities with Ethan and Rocha, but Bibbiani clearly knows what he's facing right now, and it may be the most daunting task of his storied career.
And he said as much, that he's excited to see it, and excited to get a shot to get his title back, but it was also very nice to see the kid run in there. They've had this friendship, and the kid came in and congratulated him, and they're just 2 likable people, those 2. And in fact, you see him run in there, and he says, thanks, the kid. It was really nice.
It was like Bean Joe giving his Coca-Cola and his jersey and trading it back in the 70s. It was a very nice thing to do, and the kid, by the way, very well adjudicated at the free-for-all. So you have 2 free-for-all legends in that shot, and William Bibbiani now going up against Dan Merle for the championship.
And that's your championship match. Merle versus Bibbiani 1, because the other 2 would have been sequels. This is the first time these 2 have ever faced each other, and what a championship match it will be. We're going to have the dangerous one, Dan Merle, defending his championship against William the Beast Bibbiani, who now sits at 7-5. So this is going to be something I can't wait to look for. I know the fans are going to be looking forward to it. Thank you to everybody on Patreon who has helped really build this league, by the way. Everyone who we want to come to Houston to see Dan and Rocha play against Double Toasted, and of course the main event, Andrew Guy versus Ben Bateman at Booker T's Stadium. Go to the Schmoedownlive.com.
May 18th.
Over there, May 18th, and see this character on May 17th.
At the Joke Joint. It's right down the street. That is Christian. I am Mark in podcast form. You can always check out the movie trivia Schmoedown on Himalaya. Christian, always good doing business with you, sir, and I know we have a championship match to look forward to.
Can't wait for it. And check out all these articles on TriviaSD.com as well as the Schmoedown Rundown. There's so much content for you guys to ingest if you are big Schmoedown fans, and if you like to keep up on it, there's so much that we have for you. Check all the links and subscribe to this channel, obviously. Thank you. For Mark Ellis, I'm Christian Orloff. We'll see you next time.
Ben Bateman, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Hey, Mark. How are you, man?
Not too bad. I'm going to apologize now for defeating you in Chicago in front of 1,000 people, but
Okay.
don't feel too bad about that.
It's going to be an absolutely crazy one. You look great, Mark. You lost weight.
Oh, you're really working hard to sell this nice guy thing, and I can see in you want to say something. So come on.
I don't want to say anything. Look, man, a year ago probably would have had things to say to you. I would have wanted to yell and scream at team action, but that's just not what I'm doing now. I'm here to win. I'm really excited for Chicago. I think you and I have some history.
Well, I did beat you, so
You got lucky. I made some mistakes that day.
Sure, luck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. Whatever makes you sleep at night.
Draco, people talk about us as the best players that never win a belt. And after Chicago,
I would agree with that. We are, but I'm
that's
in
just
first
gonna
position.
be you.
We'll see. We'll see.
And I just say that honestly, man. That's really how I feel.
There's the Ben Bateman we all know about. So I'm going to do you. Put on my cool sunglasses, and I'm going to walk off and be smug. So
Cool.
look forward to losing to you.
All right. Have a good one.
A lot of good scenes, setting everything up. Brendan Meyer, big admirer of Bibbiani. Could he potentially be having a heel turn? We'll have to wait and find out. Tomorrow, Who's the Boss is taking on the Odd Couple. Odd Couple's a good team, but Who's the Boss? They're pretty great. They didn't beat the Shire Rules, but they took them to the brink. So I got Who's the Boss winning that. As for this match, congrats to Bibbiani. He broke the singles record for points. Nothing wrong with that. Growl, growl, beast. But Ethan, he brought his A game. Just in the end, Biz was too strong. Rocha, I know that loss had to be hard. I know you went to face Dan for a third time. I did have you winning, but not surprised that Bibbs won. He's also a former champ. But great match. All great competitors. Yeah. And Bibbs, your entrances, man. I love your brain. Your brain comes up with the best, some of the best entrances ever. I love your brain at work. It's a treat. But if you like my reactions, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Christopher Woodburn. You can find me on Twitter, Chris Woodburn83, Facebook, Christopher Michael Woodburn. And if you do Schmoedown reactions, trailer reactions, come join the MTS Fan Reaction League on Facebook. It's a lot of fun. So until next time, Mr. Boy C-Dub, peace.